Hi, I'm Sheila. Welcome to Valencia, where we are developing the agri-PV systems of the future.
Sheila, thank you very much for welcoming Enlit on the road to the Ecoloop project site just outside Valencia. Tell me, what is the project about?
We at Ecoloop tries to develop and demonstrate a set of 7 solutions in 4 pilot sites, being Spain, Slovenia, Estonia, and Bulgaria. By the development of these solutions, we are trying to reduce the carbon footprint at rural areas to promote the integration and high penetration of different energy resources as biogas, biomass, agri-PV, and geothermal. What we are trying is to enhance resilience in rural areas, to boost economical circularity, sustainability, to reduce groundwater contamination and have positive effects into biodiversity and soil health.
There are a lot of different aspects to one project. Before we dive into those, why is it important to include the agricultural community in the energy transition?
Well, they play a key role in energy transition. They are major consumers of energy, and they are also potential key contributors to the renewable energy production. So by helping all these rural energy communities to have access to the innovations that are going to be developed in this project, that will be so helpful in order to reduce the dependence on fossil fuels.
Which renewable energy sources are you deploying on this project site?
Well, here at the Biogas plant, we are deploying an agri-PV system that is already installed. This system makes land more efficient because we are producing energy from the solar PV panels, but also we are using the land for the crops production. Also, in the future, we are going to deploy a geothermal system that will support this agri-PV system because it harnesses the heat from the ground floor. This is used for heating, cooling, and also for hot water supply, that it's good for the crops. And finally, we are under the process of a biogas plant construction. So this biogas plant will be used to optimize the agricultural waste management, introducing all the organic matter into the biogas plant, and from here to obtain a high valuable product that is the biogas itself, reducing the methane emissions. Also in this project, we are working on the establishment of better biofertilizants and biostimulants that are produced from the waste generated from the biogas plant and agricultural waste. At this moment, the most challenging is the construction of the biogas plant, because of the environmental licenses and so on.
Why is this integrated approach so important?
Well, because we can see a direct synergy between all the different renewable energy sources. And in this way, we achieve the circularity that the project tries to improve or to enhance.
Sheila, we're about 20 kilometers outside of Valencia. What makes this area a good area for these projects?
Valencia has a lot of agricultural areas. It's a very important economic sector. Here we produce different crops, especially the dragon fruit, kiwi, figs, and avocado. To have different crops helps in demonstrating the reliability and the feasibility of the project because it depends on the season for having different crops and see if the effects of the solutions deployed are equal or similar from one season to another, and if they affect in a similar way to different crops.
This is not the only project site. You mentioned that you're also working in Slovenia, in Bulgaria, and Estonia. How important is the cross-country collaboration for the projects?
Well, this is quite relevant because all the contexts are different. The knowledge share of best practices from one pilot to another, it's really relevant to achieve that flexibility, the adaptability of the solutions.
Farmers play an important role in the success of this project. Ecoloop also developed a tool to help them with the decision making about the renewable energy sources and to make their production more efficient. Can you tell me about this tool?
It is a software for the monitoring of the crops and fields. It's based on a expert rule system, and artificial intelligence collects and analyzes all the data from sensors that are installed all around the plant. And then from this data, it generates recommendations for farmers in order for them to make data-driven and better decisions, for example, in the irrigation system or the fertilizers.
The project is running since 2023. What is the response of the farming community so far?
Well, at the first stage, all farmers were not really happy with this change because they are really used to traditional agriculture. We have done an engagement process, and after showing them all the benefits or the reduction costs in time, in production, they can obtain from the development of the project tools, they are now happy and open to introduce the new project tools into their fields. Also, how they can optimize their agricultural waste and obtain a high valuable product that is biogas.
So the farmers almost become like a hub on their own. They have the renewable energy sources coming in and they use their agricultural products to produce power or energy again as well.
The name of the project says Ecoloop. There's a loop, there is an improvement on the circularity.
Valencia experienced extreme flooding a few months ago. Has that influenced the perception of this type of project?
It is true that we have to stop for a while because so many areas were affected, but the vision of the project is still the same. With all what happened, the project could have even more importance in the sense of the sustainability of the crops.
Thank you very much for sharing your insights, Sheila. For more insights, join the Enlit community.